Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the MN Homestead. Today I want to take a little time showing you some of my favorite aspects of our land here. I'm starting out in our meadow. This is definitely a favorite place, particularly in the summer. It is absolutely filled with wildflowers over the next few months, and it's so fun to see how that brings so much of the land alive. With all those wildflowers, of course, we see a lot of our honeybees back here. We also see our bumblebees and other native bees, as well as tons of different varieties of butterfly and moths. We also, of course, have a lot of milkweed, which brings in a lot of monarchs, which is very, very cool. Also, and we don't see them back here quite as much, but I cannot talk about them, we have this great big tree up by our cabin, and it just goes crazy with hummingbirds. So that's a pretty cool thing, but I got sidetracked a little bit. So anyway, here is our beautiful meadow. You're just seeing a little bit of it because I'm kind of on the edge here, but it is spectacular, and now we are going to keep going. Welcome to favorite place number 2. This does not look like much right now, but in a month or two, it is going to be an absolutely beautiful sight. This is our largest wild raspberry patch. As I have mentioned in my intro video, I am obsessed with jams and jellies and all of the other deliciousness that these wonderful things bring. So I spend a ton of time out here, literally hours and hours. This patch can give me hours and hours, and then of course the other ones as well, and spend a ridiculous amount of time making raspberry jam later in the summer. Also dark chocolate raspberry jam, ice cream, dark chocolate raspberry jam, phenomenal. So later this summer or fall, when I'm making those, I will take you on that journey, share a few of my favorite recipes. But I will be back here in a couple months. It's going to be amazing. We are lucky enough to have this sweet little river run an entire quarter mile of our property. It's not a huge river. At the widest, it's about 30 feet, and at the deepest, it's about 4 feet. Makes it perfect for dipping your toes on a hot summer day. Sometimes we even grab our camping chairs and haul them all the way in and sit down there with the water up to our waist and just relax. We do have a little bit of river trout, which makes my husband very, very happy. And I love to just sit, watch the water. It's a great place for me to relax. If I'm having a stressful week at work, I just sit and listen to the birds. I listen to the rushing of the river. It brings me a lot of peace and relaxation. You may not be able to tell right now, but I am standing on the edge of a swamp. Most people might think that wasn't a great advantage or it wasn't a favorite place of their land, but I absolutely love it. The variety that it brings is fantastic. It brings different species and things that we might not see as much if we just have the higher ground. Also, it's just a beautiful place to sit. The sun filters down through the trees and it's very, very peaceful. I hope you have enjoyed seeing a little bit more of our beautiful homestead. In the future, I'm going to show you some videos of our cabin. We are in construction progress right now, and I'll share some of that with you, as well as I'm sure there'll be plenty of videos in the kitchen once it's built, jams and jellies and other relaxation. So thank you again for joining us. I want to let you know quickly about a new feature that we have here at the MN Homestead. On Wednesdays, I am posting something called a Homestead Moment, and it's just a 3-minute or less video of something that brought me joy or peace or bubbling happiness, and I want to share it with you in the hopes that it will give you some of that feeling. So please make sure to follow our blog at themnhomestead.com and subscribe and follow here, as well as checking out our Instagram feed at the.mn.homestead. And we will see you next time at the homestead.